Good morning students. So today we are going to learn joints, classification of joints, different types of welded joints and advantage of welded joints over other joints. So what do you mean by joint? Joint is nothing but when two or more materials or surfaces are joined together, they form a joint. So this joint can be done with the help of heat, pressure or any other means. Next, what are the different types of joints? Joints are basically divided into three parts, that is your temporary joint, semi-permanent joint and permanent joint. So what is a temporary joint? So temporary joint is nothing but a joint which can be disassembled without breaking the material. So this can be reused any times, any number of times at any different places. So what are the example of temporary joints? The example of temporary joints are nut and bolt joint, knuckle joint, flange joint, cotter joint. Next we will go to semi-permanent joints. What is a semi-permanent joint? Semi-permanent joint is a joint in which the joint can only be disassembled with breaking the material or breaking the joint. So in this case the joint is totally destroyed when we are disassembling the joint. So the example of semi-permanent joint is rivet joint. So when we are disassembling a rivet joint, so rivet joint is totally destroyed and once again we have to make that joint. Next is your permanent joint. What is a permanent joint? Permanent joint is nothing but a joint, the materials which can be joined permanently, and this can be done with the help of welding joint or welded joint. So in welding joint the two materials are joined with the help of melting the material with the help of heat. Next we will go to welded joint. Now we will discuss the advantages of welded joints over other joints. So here the welded structures are usually lighter, which is not possible in case of riveted joint, because here no other connecting additional connecting components are added like your riveted joints. Next, second point, the welded joints provide maximum efficiency, which is not possible in case of riveted joints. Next, third point, alteration and or addition of can be made easily in the existing structure. Next, point number 4, members like circular steel which face difficulty in riveted joint can be easily welded. Next, welded joints have greater strength as it restricts the movement in one or more direction. Next, it is possible to weld any part or any structure at any point. And the last point, the process of welding takes less time than riveting.